I would like to share with you something which I've been reading a lot about this past few weeks, because last week maybe I told you, if you remember, there was this lady who is suffering from dementia, and when she heard one of her songs, she was on YouTube, and her daughter played the song, the bhajan for her, she responded to that song for the first time in many years, in several years. She was not responding. She did not recognize her own daughter, but she could relate herself with the song. And immediately she was singing. And then she was brought to our center in our ashram in Jakarta. And there then she started to remember other songs, and she was singing other songs as well. Now, dementia is something which is becoming very popular. The next step, hope it doesn't go there, but the next step is Alzheimer. All these sicknesses, something to do with your nervous system. This is becoming very, very popular. One of the major triggers, now, there can be so many reasons. I think you can add something from the Ayurvedic point of view later on. But all those things are there. We all know that we all have the potential to suffer from cancer, but not everybody is dying of cancer. Not everybody is suffering from cancer. What small percentage of people are suffering from cancer? Not big if you consider 6 billion people. How many people are dying of cancer every year? Potential is there, but not everybody is dying of cancer. Not everybody is suffering from cancer. Similarly, the potential is there, but there are triggers which are making this worse. And the major triggers in this present age is looking at the source of light. In no time in human history, we have been looking at the source of light. We don't look at the sun. We don't stare at the sun every morning. We don't do that. But now, with the monitors, whatever the Kindle say, it is ink, paper, whatever, I don't know the term, it is the source of light that you're looking at. Your iPad, your handphone. Leave aside the vibrations and all those frequencies, all that. I'm not going into details. I'm not going into the fineries of this. Fineries in the sense that they are creating a lot of trouble. But just this one fact that you're looking at this monitor for hours and hours. And we are watching videos. If you're born, if you are of my age, 60, 50, even if you're 40, when you were a kid, how many times would you go to theater to watch a movie? Maybe if you are 40, maybe you're watching television already. Was there? Television was there? Yes. But when I was born, there was no television. I was 11, 12 when television started, and television started in 1965 only in Jakarta and big cities, and that too from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock. That's it. Black and white. And that was wow. Wow. I came back from India 1971. The situation got better. Same from 4, not 6, but now from 4 to around 9, 10. I think the last show was news, and only one channel. That's all, just one channel. So you don't need remote control. So just one channel. You like it, you watch it. You don't like it, you don't watch it. You have better thing to do, you go and do better things, And then weekend, the television would be there until midnight. There will be a midnight show. Midnight show was not starting at midnight. It would start at 11 o'clock and around 12 o'clock. So that was the midnight movie. And we waited for that movie once a week. And those days, even if you go to theater, to what we call bioscope, cinema, you go to cinema, You go once a week. That's at the most. We were not supposed to go once a week even. Sometimes we would go once a month to cinema. You don't go every now and then to cinema. And nowadays, if you want to burn your time, although you cannot burn your time, the time is burning you. The time is killing you. You cannot kill time. You can watch 3 movies, 4 movies, 5 movies on YouTube every day. What is happening? This is also answering the question put by Kranti. What is happening? When you watch something, these pictures are recorded, imprinted upon your brain, and taking up so much space of your brain that you have no space left over to process the new information. You are just taking up pictures, impressions. In Sanskrit, they are called samskar. But samskar are good impressions. These are not samskar. These are vikar. We have this arti, right? Vishaya vikara mitao. Eliminate this vikar, but now you can do arti 12 times a day. With this kind of technology, even God cannot help you, cannot eliminate all your vikars. We are capturing these pictures. Whether you like those pictures or you don't like, you are capturing those pictures. And you are taking up the space which is required to process new information. So new information is not being processed. And what is happening now, that the development of buddhi, of consciousness, of intelligence, inherent intelligence, it's an embedded program in you. It's inherent intelligence, but you cannot enhance it. You cannot develop it further. And you have to do with the mind, and that's why people selling mindfulness make a lot of appeal to you, because you have got nothing better than that. So you can just do this little bit here and there. You can put some makeup. You can apply some makeup to your mind, make it livable. We have lost the art, the science, the knowledge, the wisdom to transform our mind into buddhi. Totally transform. Totally transform the mind to buddhi. And it is not possible unless and until you let go of all these unwanted files, unwanted impressions. If not, then what is happening now is going to be worse. More and more people are going to suffer from dementia, from Alzheimer, from a lot of diseases related to your brain. I heard just now somebody suffering from stenosis of some nervous system, the brain. Why is this happening? A lot of stress, yes. And even if you don't have a lot of stress, just watch TV for 7-8 hours every day. Work on your computer 7-8 hours every day without proper intervals. You are going to suffer from the same sickness. This is going to be very serious, because meditation can help you only if you let go of all these vikars, all these bad habits. If you don't let go of all these bad habits, you keep on meditating, keep on doing yoga, not beneficial at all. It's not going to help you. I am very much concerned because in these last few weeks, I've been meeting so many people suffering from these kind of diseases. At the same time, let me give you an example. I have a friend in Bangalore. You have met him. He has been suffering from Parkinson from last 30 years, 35 years. 1980, what is that? 37 years now. He's suffering from Parkinson 37 years. And he can still go around, walk on his own, do everything on his own. He's now almost 70 plus. He can drive his car every day. He goes and every now and then he goes out of the city. Every now and then, almost every week, every twice a week sometime. If he's sitting, his hands are shaking, but when he's driving, he's doing things, he's all right. And I have also seen people suffering from Parkinson. Not as bad as this friend of mine. And they become like vegetable. They just sit at home on a wheelchair, doing nothing. They just hold their hand, Most of the Parkinson people, they have this habit of holding their hand because the hand is shaking. So they have this habit of holding their hand. If you have seen Krishnamurti giving lecture during the last phase of his life, he was always holding his hand, but at least he was very much alive. I have seen a lot of people suffering from Parkinson and they are no longer alive. They are just dragging their life. So please, help yourself. And we pray that nothing like that happens to you, but the situation out there, the temptations out there are so many that any one of us can have this kind of disease. So we have to be very careful.